something.
Yes,
'Cause you
ma'am.
did too much now.
He was like, man, you already had told
Hold
me
on, I
about
can't
that
hold
meal.
nothing. Put it up there. You done spilled stuff all down my leg.
No.
Girl, yes you did, girl.
Already had.
Rihanna, go get something to wipe that
I
with. That's
am.
not it. That's not gonna do it. Oh my God, Lord Jesus. I asked you to do something and you're not listening, sweetie. Please go
Why?
get something because it's seafood. Now go get something that I can actually wipe this with, please. Thank you. Is that wet?
You want me to wet it?
Absolutely, I do. Jeez, Louise, man.
You want me to put some soap?
I think, yes, yes.
A little.
I think this just might have ruined my whole little video. I don't even
Pause.
know.
Move.
Oh my goodness. You know, this is the problem with going live. Unfortunate things happen when you're live. I think it's spilled right here too. So I'm trying to eat some mussels right quick with the tomato sauce and stuff on them. And Nani done spilled mussel juice all down my
Right.
leg and blanket in the beginning of this video. And that is not even what I wanted to talk about. So real quick,
Did they hear the pop?
I don't know if they what they heard at this point. It's live, so it just is what it is. Okay, let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this for the people that's watching and for the people that's gonna watch back. First of all, thank y'all for waking up with me this morning. Whoever is woke with me this morning. Secondly, let me say this. I had one of my longtime watchers. She came into my inbox, and I'm not talking about on True Diamond. I'm talking about on True Talks on IG. If you follow me on True Talks, that's a
Oh my
private channel.
god.
She just spilled it again. That's a private channel, so that means that I really mess with you like the long way, or I have messed with you the long way before if you're on that channel, right? So she followed me on True Talks and she came into my inbox from one of my videos that I did where I was talking about watch out for these type of people, and she was literally crying and she was like, you know what, your message really touches me. She was like, I needed to watch you back because I haven't seen you for quite a long time and I was catching up on your videos and you still just as real and raw as you've always been, and what you said was some true stuff, like not for nothing, but I actually have some wisdom in there, right? And I'm going to share that. And I told her, this is what I do this for. Good morning, Kelly. I told her, this is exactly what I do this for. Hi, Cat Can 2012. So, and I was in that video, I was basically saying to stay away from certain type of people who manipulate you, right? So I wanted to reiterate about that video because there's situations that's going on where people have been thinking they can play the fool over on me. Like people, there's a certain person that really feels like I'm really a stupid woman. Like, you know, or a couple of people, they feel like I'm just a fool of a woman where they can just tell me anything and then I'll just believe any lie because that's what they're used to. They're used to dealing with people that are not going to hold them accountable and people that are not going to call them out. Exactly, Cat Can. They're used to dealing with a woman or people that are going to allow them to be irresponsible and not call them out on their behavior and not call them out on their lies. And I'm not her. I'm going to 100% hold you accountable. I told, just like I put on my community wall, stop dating men that only want to date you at night. And let me back up a little bit and tell y'all why I felt the need to make this video. I just went on my threads, and I hope I could find this again. Lost souls, exactly, lovely. Listen, lovey, excuse me. I just went on my threads, right? And this woman was beat up. I'm talking about she was beat to a pulp. Beat to a pulp. And she said, I'm never going back. And people were in her on her post, and they were saying, you know, don't go back, you know, stay out of his way and all this stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I seen about 2-3 posts that said, you said you weren't gonna go back.
No.
Put him in the bathroom. You said you weren't gonna go back the last time. Okay? And so I was just like, wow, you know, I can't believe that she decided to go back to this man after he beat her up. But this time on the video, on the picture that she was showing, she literally had her whole face was bruised up. She was bleeding from her eye. She was bleeding from her lip. Her lip was busted. And I was just like, wow, this is a woman that believed the lies of a manipulative person. Okay. Whether it was a man or a woman she was dating, it doesn't matter. Okay. You decided to believe the lies of a manipulative person, a person that you let beat you or mistreat you in any way. It don't even have to be physically. It could just be any way. Oh, baby, we gonna work it out in the future. Just right now, I just need time to myself to deal with it. Anything, any type of mistreatment. It could be any type of mistreatment. You allowed this person to manipulate you to the point where this person violated your boundary. And it doesn't just have to be physically. Again, but for this woman it was, right? Violated her boundary, got her posting pictures on social media looking absolutely crazy, bought her butt back to this person who then beat her again and then is now on social media again, posting to the point where her people that follow her is saying, you said you wasn't going back last time. We cannot keep allowing, oh, let me read. Ooh, please let me find these people posts. I just was looking at, well, his name is Marcus. Okay. Brooke Valentine's husband's name is Marcus what? Marcus Black. Okay. This is what he said. Dang. Ugh. I can't find it. Hold on. This is what he said in a nutshell. Okay. He said, you cannot keep allowing a person to violate your boundary, because once that person realizes that they can continue to violate your boundary, they will continue to violate it. They will continue to violate your boundary, whether you like it or not, whether you realize it or not, whether it happens every day or every week. Your boundary will continue to be violated, and it will be too late for you before you know it. That person has lost respect and value for you. Okay, let me tell you a quick little story, and I don't want to use anybody for content, so let me make sure I make this quick on my end, okay, because I didn't really come up here to be long, but I just wanted to say this. Just recently, I had got myself into a little situationship. I actually believe that this person loved me. I actually believe that this person wanted to be with me for the long haul. I believe that it was going to work out at the end, because I thought this person knew me, respected me, and valued me as a person, as somebody at least in his life, right? Turns out this person was absolutely not being real with me, was absolutely not keeping it real with me. Was absolutely not keeping it real with me, was absolutely manipulating me, even until this day, you know. But the thing is that the first time that person violated my boundary and cut communication, because I don't do that. Once you cut communication with me, we're cut, because there's no reason for it, like, period, right? So the first time that person violated my boundary, I should have let it go. I didn't. I allowed this person to come back and do it again. Then the person did it again. That time it was for a couple of hours, but my mind told me something ain't right, something is wrong, something ain't right, something is wrong, right? So then this person comes back into my life, and then once again, not even a full 24 hours passed. The second time, not even a full, or the third time actually, not even a full 24 hours passed. Here goes this person violating my boundary again, and I don't hear from this person for damn near 3, 4, 5 days. So then I hear from this person recently, and they're telling me that they have this ailment, and that happened, and that this happened, and that happened, and all this stuff happened. But not once did that person ever say, how are you feeling? What are you doing? What do you need? What did I miss in your life? It was all about them. I'm telling you, I have this. I'm telling you, I did this. I'm telling you, this is what happened to me. Everything is all about that person. It was never about me. Not the whole entire relationship was never about me. It was about that person feeling wanted, that person feeling like somebody needs them, that person feeling desire, whatever, right? So mind you, I'm already out of the mind state of being with this person. So everything that you're saying really don't fucking matter to me. At the end of the day, I'm like, it's one ear and out the other. However, based on what you're telling me you're going through, I'm trying to still be present in the conversation because this person is telling me, I want to make sure that you and I are good. However you can want to be in my life, I'm willing to have you in my life because I just don't want to lose you in my life, right? Totally different person than the person that I was talking to before that was like, you're not getting out of this relationship. We're going to make this work, baby. We da da da. Totally different, right? Because obviously there had been a shift once the person cut communication off the first time, right? So now I'm speaking to a whole different person in a whole different mind frame. And so I said something. One thing, I was putting articles up on my website. I said one thing this person didn't like. Now, mind you, I've already made it very clear that I'm not getting ready to be in a relationship like this. This is unacceptable to me. I'm not doing this. You know what this person said to me? I said one thing. Oh, they said, oh, I got to get off the phone because we've had one real conversation. This was the only real conversation we've had in days. So I was trying to have that real conversation. Again, it's always something in somebody, right, that this person allows to draw their attention from me. So here we go again. Somebody texts him at 2. He calls me at 5. But somehow in the middle of our conversation at 5, he has to get off the phone to entertain whatever he needs to entertain. He couldn't do that before 5. He couldn't do that after our conversation. He needed to cut me off so that he can entertain whatever else he needed to entertain. So, which was a huge problem, a huge boundary of mine as well. So I'm like, you know what? You do the same. It's the same cycle. Nothing has changed. Go on. Go do that. You know what he said? This ain't going to work. Now, you mean to tell me I'm sitting there telling you that this isn't going to work? But because you don't value a damn thing I say and you don't listen to me, you thought you just said, this ain't going to work. It was never about me. It was never about me. It was never about anything I said. It's never about anything I did. I know I didn't do anything. It was never about the way that I feel, the way that I felt. It's not about what comforted me. It's not about making me feel good. It's not about making me feel wanted. It's not about making me feel desired or sought after. It's never about me. It was never about me. You don't have to have done a damn thing. It's just not about you. And that's why what prompted me to go live was this message from my viewer. And I'm not going to ever violate this particular viewer because she's been following me for a very long time. A very long time. And she was listening to my video and she stopped in the middle of my video, pulled her car over, crying in my DM, telling me her story and what was going on with her. And, you know, most of it I know because she, you know, she's been a long time viewer. And, you know, when I opened up my studio, my YouTube studio app, I see her face in my fan spotlight. Like they have what's called a fan spotlight. She's number 1. She's made the most comments on my channel over the time period of me having this channel. So she's number 1 on there. So, because they set that stuff up for us, like we can see everything, right? So I would never violate her and show her messages, but just know, like even with, you know, that message coupled with this girl who I saw go through this domestic violence relationship thing tonight, is just not worth it. Lovey said exactly, when you're done, you're done. We are living in the end of days. It's getting harder to find good people these days. It's getting worse by the day. That is a fact. There was absolutely no reason for me to be violated the way I was just violated. It's just not about me. Certain people are selfish in the way that they go about handling other people, and then they expect for them to get blessed. They expect blessings. They expect this and expect that. Everything you get don't come from God. That's first and foremost. And everything you do ain't gonna be of God, but at least have good intentions. You know what I'm saying? For me, communication is a huge boundary. For me, communication is really the beginning and the end of things. Okay? Even the way that God communicates with us, right? Such a big deal. The way the prison communicates with us. They communicate through lights. Literally, they will, when it's time to eat, they will flick the light. When it's time to go outside, they will flick the light. The schedule is on the wall. You know when that light flick, you either going to eat, you going to lunch, you going to yard, You're doing something. It's time for the diabetes people to go to their diabetic appointments. They flick the light. It is imperative to have communication. Lily Poi said, that's a beautiful thing to stop for one of your viewers. You took the time and you should never stop. Don't let this scare you away from being you. And I never will. And I never will. And I think that's the best. That's one of the things that I truly do love about myself, is that I persevere through. Right now, I could be heartbroken. I could be hurt. And I was yesterday. That's the funny part. Yesterday morning, not the afternoon, because yesterday afternoon I was through. Yesterday morning, I was totally broken. But my perseverance, my trust in God, and me knowing that He has something on the other side for me that's better than whatever that was, it keeps me with joy inside. You want to know what the worst part is? The worst part of all of that is, I told this person, and I'm sure that this woman that went through domestic violence went through this as well. I told this man that I do not want to live without him. I told him that I go a little crazy whenever I'm not without him. I have to reset my mentality. You know what I'm saying? I don't do well mentally when I don't have you in my life. I start, you know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. I'm only a human. There is this organization. It's called SAD. It's called SAD. SAD. It's for people that overcome their ideations, and y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It stands for Stay Another Day. Stay another day. Because many of us have been through so much, and if you guys have watched me for a very, very long time, you will know I've been through all types of betrayal, all types of hell. When my intentions were good, I still got trampled and stepped on. When I needed help, I was judged and thrown away. I was not cradled, and the only person that cradled me is gone. Okay? So therefore, and thank goodness that he raised me to be such a strong woman, because a lot of these things, Lily, a lot of these things and a lot of these people have tried to tear me down, and I've had times where I felt like, well, damn, maybe it'll be better if I'm just gone for these people. Maybe they don't even, you know what I'm saying? When you have a man and you tell this man, and you telling this man, I don't want to live without you. I can't see myself going on in life without you in my life, like you've always been here. I don't want to do this shit without you. And this man totally steps on your heart, manipulates you. And I'm talking about manipulate to the point where they send you a picture of them in another motherfucker's house and try to say, oh, I'm working. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Where is the work? If you're going to do work, show me work. Don't show me plates on a damn counter and a something on a stove, a pan on a stove, and try to tell me that you working at somebody's house at 8 o'clock at night, and then you disappear for days. Pop up today and tell me that, oh, I went to the hospital and I got a da-da-da. Baby, keep that shit. Keep it, because I don't believe it. No, you've crossed my boundary now, and you think I'm a fool. And not only that, but you doing all of this manipulation, knowing that I told you, and this person has gotten the very vulnerable parts of me. And so you have to be very careful when you're around them type of demonic forces, because they try to take your weaknesses and use them against you. Do you really feel like you have a woman that's finna sit in front of you, in me, and let you play in my motherfucking face like that? Like I'm so weak that I can't come up out of a situation involving you to love on me, my dang on self? You've got to be kidding. Right. You've got to be kidding. And so here's what I was saying in my last video, and here's what I will say to this woman that's going through this domestic violence situation. Guess what? You're not lacking anything. You're not lacking anything by not having this person in your life, sweetie. The only thing that you're doing is piling more stress onto you. You're not lacking nothing, not even stress. You're not lacking love because this person is not there. Energy vampire, exactly, George. You're not lacking nothing because this person is not there. You're not lacking anything because this person doesn't care for you the way that you want to be cared for. That don't mean nothing. Who are they? There is not, and I don't even like Kevin Gates, but he said, there is not one person in your life or on God's green earth that should cause you any more stress than you not allow, what do you say, that you can't walk away from to be happy. There's not one person on God's green earth that you can't walk away from to be happy. And that's why I said happiness over history. Stop letting, oh, I've been with him for 10 years. Oh, we've been together for 3 years. And then just the last 6 months, he just been tripping. And we was good for the first 2 years. And the last 2 months, he's just been beating my ass. No, baby. Happiness over history. Happiness over history. Happiness over his stories as well. Not just history. Okay, Narkeisha, listen. Not just happiness over history, but also happiness over his stories as well. Okay? Because anybody can create a narrative in their mind and feed it to your mind, but are you allowing that influence to come through and influence you to be a damn fool? To put your happiness aside? To let this narcissist feel wanted, needed? And comfortable enough that he feel like he could put his hands on you without having to deal with any consequences from you or the law? I mean, like, child, no, not gonna work. Take your power back, okay? I had to do it. It just happens. And then once you do it, you're gonna feel so happy. I had me a good little smiling day today. Was smiling, was happy. I actually went, baby, let me see that post. Let me see your phone, that post. Yes, his story, Pretty Passion. I actually went viral on TikTok today, not even on my own channel. Not even on my own. I went viral on Rihanna's, go to it. I went viral on Rihanna's TikTok today. I had a good happy day because you know why? Because I put my peace first. I put my peace of mind first. I told this man, he said, I need you to be peaceful. I need my peace.
Look at the views. You gotta go right here.
Wait, how do you look at the views? They can't see that. Let me see the phone.
I'm trying to put it to the view.
Oh my God, Jesus. Can you let me see the phone? They can't see that. I have 111.5 thousand views today.
I'm trying to turn down the brightness.
10,000 likes, 40 comments, 295 people shared my video, and and a whole bunch of cute little comments. And you know why? Because that energy, the energy of me just being happy within myself, the energy of me, if you guys go look at my community post on my community wall, there were days where I let this person drain me. I look so unhappy and so sad, to the point where my daughter would be hugging me like, it's okay, mama. I would be sitting there calling 100 times, only for this person not to pick up the phone. A person that pursued me, that told me, I'm not letting you get out of this relationship. A person that I said, listen, I don't think I might not be ready for this because I'm just fresh coming out of a situation where I haven't been in a relationship for years. I don't know if I know how to go about this right now, especially because I don't have my stuff together. You know, we can be friends and wait till I get it together. We can be friends, wait till I come out of this off of parole. We can be, all of these things that I've said to this person said, no, I want to be with you. I love you. You're my everything. You're my world. Everything I do is for you. I want to get you this. I want to make sure you set up an apartment. I want to get you this car. I want to make sure you this. I want to da-da-da-da-da. And it was all a fucking lie, a fantasy, a delusion. None of it was real. None of it is real. I'm talking about motherfucker dragged the fuck out of me. Okay? So, and when I say dragged me, I'm talking about my heart. Days where I look sad as hell. No. I took my power back. I literally cut this person from my life and decided, not my life, but my heart in a specific way. And I had to cut out that part of me that cared so much for this person that I believed the delusion that this person set up and influenced me with. because the setup was so cold, influenced my mind to think that I was gonna have a baby with this person. I'm coming up with names. I'm sitting there like literally, like the delusional as hell. Gotta be careful about that influence. Cannot believe his stories. Watch actions and not stories. Because if this girl that had this that got bust upside her head by this man tonight, if she would watch his behavior and not listen to his stories, I guarantee you she'll walk away and walk away happy. And yes, it might be heartbreaking. Yeah, it might hurt a little bit. But when you get on the other side of that heartbreak, you will feel happy. Remember sad. Remember, stay another day for yourself. Hey, Demita. I'm glad to see the mods making it in, okay? VIPT in this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important that we love on ourselves. We have to love on ourselves more than we allow these other people to love on us. The old me would have asked for his at. Girl, okay? And been cussing him smooth out. But guess what? He ain't even worth it. He ain't worth none of our energy. He ain't worth her energy. And when she realizes that, she'll be a better woman for it. She said tonight she's not going back. And by golly, she better not. Nani wants to say something. Go ahead.
Stop wanting my anointing, but cannot take my attack. Stop wanting my favor, but not my fight. Hold on. I'm waiting for this part. The reason why you've been dealing with so much madness over the last 6 weeks is because the devil wants you to forfeit your God-given right.
Exactly. Clock that. And also, here's the thing. A lot of people were saying this man got mad because he cheated and he got caught cheating. I've been seeing a lot of videos. There was a wife who was on social media and she found out that her husband was sending $1,000 to another woman. There's another wife who saw her man buying groceries for another woman, went and snatched the groceries up, right? There's a lot of men who get mad when you call them out on their stuff. Guess what? That is up to that man, because accountability, this is another thing that I read, accountability is not an attack. Do not feel like you do not feel like you can't say anything because your man is going to feel attacked because you're holding him accountable, or your woman is going to feel attacked because you're holding that person accountable. It is not an attack to hold somebody accountable. That person needs to grow up. And it's as simple as that. There is absolutely no reason in the world why you shouldn't be able to, why you should not be able to ask questions, receive answers, call and get an answer, speak to this person on a level to where you guys can actually get something solved. What I realized in my conversation with this person today, we did not get nothing solved. Not one thing. Nothing solved. And it was only confirmation that I did the right thing. I walked away mentally. It wasn't even physically. I told y'all a while ago, there was no actual breakup. Like, okay, this relationship is over. This is over. There was no that. I walked away mentally. You abandoned the relationship verbally. I abandoned it mentally. Then you try to come back with your stories, right? And they just didn't clock. I just wasn't clocking the T. They just never clocked. Because I had already walked away mentally. I already decided to love me mentally. I already have a shield and a force field. I know what God has for me. And it's not that. That's far from, that was so far backwards. That was diabolical. Are you kidding me? Okay, Demita said, girl, say that shit. George said, Tox, you know your worth and you're God's child and you better know it. And guess what? Another person, and it don't have to be him, I'm just saying, another person will realize my worth as well. Many people have. As I said, I can call on many of exes, many of men. I'm choosing myself to be single and to be celibate. That's what I'm choosing. Okay? Because until I get my life together the way that I needed to get the way that I need to get it together, I don't even want to think about another situation where I give another person access to me like that. It's okay to take time to heal. I'm not healed. This person really hurt me. I need to take time to myself. I'm not okay. I need to back up. And the influence from this person needs to dissipate out of my life while I heal myself and while God heals me. And that is okay. And that's my message for not only for my viewer, but also for this woman in this domestic violence relationship. Hey, Harmony Speaks. You know, Demita said, yeah, I had to learn that too. When women leave mentally, emotionally before physically. That's a fact. That's a fact. But, it happened in a way that it needed to happen. This person, it really, really hurt me. This person said, oh, I can't come to see you because I need to fix this car. Okay, so it made me sad because you had plans to come see me literally 2-3 weeks before this day. So now the day gets here, okay, and you're not coming because you need to fix car. Okay, at 9 p.m. It's already 9 p.m. Oh man, oh gosh, let me hurry up and fix this car and I'm gonna be on my way. Never was on the way. Didn't answer the phone no more that night. Called that morning. I fell asleep. Irresponsible as hell. And you believe your own bull crap. And that's what's crazy. Fell asleep and think that's acceptable. Woke up. And then, oh, I got to do this today. And now my peoples want me to come work out here. So darting off to do everything else. But didn't fix the car. And didn't come see me. So you needed to fix the car. That's why you couldn't come see me. But you're doing everything else except for fixing the car when you could have been seeing me since the car is still not fixed. That's crazy. What I'm not going to do is keep believing these diabolical, weird stories. Exactly. Heard it all before. These weird, diabolical mind twisters. We're not doing that. I told this person, I kept complaining because I'm like, that's messed up. You ain't gonna do this. Why you following this girl on social media? You told me not to follow none of my exes. You following exes. You looking at exes. You doing this, doing that. You doing everything you don't want me to do. I complain about it, or I either complain about it, or I come to you and speak to you about it. Try to show you about it. Try to let you know what I need changed about it so that we can move forward in our relationship. And I need my peace. I need peace. I need peace. But guess what you're not giving me? You're not giving me peace of mind. Go over there, baby. Go over there. But you're not giving me peace of mind. How can I give you peace as my mate if you're not giving me peace of mind? They go hand in hand. You give me peace up here, I give you peace here. When I have peace right here and peace right here, that comes out of here. That's when you get peace. Okay? That's why they say happy life, happy wife, happy spouse, happy house. That's what that means. If I, as your spouse, don't have peace of mind in this relationship, how can I speak peace to you? How can I speak peace over you? How can I demonstrate peace in this relationship? But see, an immature person, an irresponsible person, they'll never understand that. They will never understand that. Right on, Lily. Okay? Right. Harmony Speaks. They will never understand that. That's going to go right over their head. You know why? Because they don't even have peace within themselves. They don't even know what it means. They don't even know what it means. They already unpeaceful. They already unpeaceful. 9 times out of 10, they in full pieces. And that's why they can't give you peace of mind. Because they already unpeaceful. Now they playing the blame game with you, trying to make it seem like it's you that's creating chaos in their life and taking away their peacefulness that they never had. That they never had. That's why they didn't have it to give it. Hello? Clock that. Okay? Do not allow irresponsible people who believe they own lies to speak their lies over you. If you want peace, go get it. And if you know that ain't it, that ain't it. Period. That's all I'm going to say. All right, let me eat my mussels that naughty done spilt all over me. Period, Demeter. I'm so glad you stopped by. I'm so glad to see all of y'all. Shout out to my VIPT, period. Shout out to Catacan 2012. Regilant. As a matter of fact, let me delete you. Let me see if I can get you off of here. Hold on. Regilant said some just ignorant. Shout out to Lovey. Shout out to Crystal Hicks. Jolie Matai. Shout out to George. Lily Poi. Shout out to you. Narkeisha Manuel. Absolutely Pretty Passion. I love that name. That's gorgeous. My VIPT. Absolutely. And thank y'all. Harmony Speaks came up in here, and I appreciate y'all. Lily Poi says someone gave me a book called Why Men Love Bitches. I didn't read it until after. I'm sorry, I didn't read it until later in life. It had a lot of great valid points, but that was years ago. Today, men's child. Okay. Hell, we might need to read some of these books on my Patreon, because y'all know that's where I'm at. And I'm going to be uploading some stuff on the website, but I appreciate y'all for joining me. I just wanted to give y'all that message. Shout out to my fan, my viewer, my subscriber who hit me in the DMs about that. Girl, you know I love you. We keeping it pushing. God got something for you on the other side, baby. Just know that. But you have to, like Rihanna said, the devil wants to keep you in this chaos so that you can't understand or receive your God-given right. Because as long as you walking in righteousness, God is going to give you the desires of your heart, but you have to walk in that righteousness. That's why I'm choosing to be celibate. That's why I'm choosing to be single. I'm choosing to live for me and this little girl right now. These men ain't going nowhere. Ain't no penis going nowhere. It's going to all be there. It's going to all be there. It's not going nowhere. Okay? Ain't no trash man going nowhere. They out there. They'll be there. It's the quality ones that's hard to find. Period. Okay? You be quality and you be hard to get. You heard what I said. All right. Love y'all. Peace and love.